This is a little out of the ordinary, but I'm working on my mother's truck. I don't think I've seen any videos on how to replace your coolant temperature sensor on a V6 model. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and do the thermostat that's right here. It's all pretty easy to get to. You can probably do it without moving the air box over. I didn't even disconnect it completely, just removed it from the throttle body and moved that vacuum line that goes into the valve cover there. Kind of flipped it over to the side. After gathering up some tools on back, what we're going to need is the thermostat. There's the part number right there. This one's from AutoZone. And the coolant temperature sensor. That's one from AutoZone. What we're going to need is a 10mm. It doesn't have to be a deep socket. Fits right over here for the thermostat. And then a 19mm deep socket. Fits right over the coolant temperature sensor. So, the main reason why I'm doing this isn't because this was overheating. In fact, it has never overheated. But the coolant temperature sensor kept sticking, and the computer had no idea what engine temperature it had. So the fans would stay stuck on, and it drained the battery down. So, from all the research I've done, it's the coolant temperature sensor. How long is this damn thing? And it wasn't that bad to break loose either. This is mostly all aluminum and brass. And oh, lovely. That's okay. By the way, do this when the engine's cool. I have no idea what that would have been like. Oh, I have a good idea what that would have been like if this had pressure in the system. So it probably would have burned me. Probably would have hurt. Probably would have blown up a lot higher than it did. That is unnecessarily long, dude. Once you break these loose, you can kind of get them out with your fingers. I lied. This one's being a little bit of a pain. I really miss my Craftsman ratchet right now. I still have it. I didn't lose it. I just broke it. I need to go get it warrantied out. Alright. Last bolt to the thermostat housing. Lovely leakage we have there. Ah! I'm used to working on small block 350s and shit like that. I didn't realize the thermostat was the entire housing. But it just popped right out. By the way, if you can't tell by me saying that, I've never opened that box over here. Sure enough, it's a whole housing, so I'll be right back. So off camera fighting with the hose, I broke the thermostat, as you can see right here. And I had to drain out a lot of the coolant with a siphoning pump. That's not orange soda. And after getting everything chased down, make sure there's nothing in there. It's clean, it's good. It's not gonna overheat. This is my mom's truck, so gotta take care of her. Let's get down to installing this thing, huh? I'm gonna go out facing this direction. Gasket is part of the assembly, so you don't have to worry about buying a gasket or anything like that. Get it good and settled on there. And this is going into a aluminum casting, so you always want to get your threads finger tight. You don't want to just start wrenching on it, because you will cross thread a bolt and you will have to get your shit re-threaded, and that is no fun. There's no reason for these to be so long though. And then with your 10mm wrench, don't get them any more than good and snug. Is there a torque spec for it? Probably, but this is a job that I'm doing for free. I kind of set it down evenly on each one for two reasons. One, aluminum warps. Two, plastic cracks. So don't just tighten one all the way down and one go. Just kind of evenly, because you do kind of have to get it to set in there properly. Good and snug. Good and snug. Good and snug. That's good to go. Now, put that on. Slips right on. Didn't slip right off, that's for damn sure. By the way, whoever designed this clamp at GM, not a bad idea. It's got its own little spot to hook itself into itself. I may have a new problem with that. I'll go ahead and get this one first. There you go. I'm sure you just push down this little tab. Or I regret complimenting an engineer at this moment. After fighting with that clamp for a good minute, what I came to the conclusion of was I stuck a flathead screwdriver underneath this pin here, and then pried it up, and then pushed this side down. But these, and it came loose. Now, the coolant temperature sensor, which thermostat I don't think really needed replaced anyway, but it's right next to it, and it doesn't hurt to have a new thermostat. As said earlier with the other bolts, never just start wrenching down. Get it good end. Finger tight first. This does have some goop on it to keep it from leaking, so it's already kind of in there good and tight. I'm going to wrench this down because I don't really have a way to hold the camera where you can see it. And just like the bolts that went into the thermostat housing, just good and snug. Don't put it down as tight as you can, because you will break stuff. You're going to want this one here, that's the purple connector. done. Now I just gotta put all this back on. Alright, it's all put together. Hopefully mom's fan stops sticking. Bye.